Notice of intent to
You
deny.
must not fall into an evil path. Martial arts are used to keep people alive. Don't forget that.
Notice of intent to avail.
I must avenge my father's murder.
You still don't understand.
Notice of
Martial arts
intention
are
to
used
deny.
protect people's lives.
Notice of
Suppose your
intent
father was murdered. What would you do?
to prevail.
Right now, all you have on your mind is revenge. You will walk on the path of evil too.
Look, I don't need your help.
I know how you feel, but it's too dangerous.
I've made up my mind.
What if something happens to you? I feel responsible.
I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm letting your father down.
My mind is made up. I must go. Nazumi, are you alright?
It's not that.
And what is a real
I
fight?
don't want to be away from you.
It's okay. It's all my fault.
What is a tournament?
Randy, you're going after him. Well, I
What
just
is-
can't give up.
What is the
Your
truth?
father would not have wanted you to throw your life away against this.
What is the truth?
I don't really have a family anymore. I don't want to lie to you. I'm planning to find the man who killed my father.
My brother was like you. He sought revenge, and he was lost to the evil path.
How do you get
You
stronger?
must not succumb to the evil
I
path.
will not forgive Randy.
How do you heal yourself?
And stay calm.
How do you get better when you're sick?
Be brave. Stay calm in order to judge correctly. Judge yourself without conceit. Do not show who's not listening.
Every day, without neglect, keep training.
Without hesitation, to do what is right.
To act without hesitation.
To do the right
Do
thing,
the right thing.
even if I have to break the
Even
rule.
if I have to break the rule.
You should not waste your life on revenge.
Believe me, I know, but I'm prepared to take the risk. For 28 years ago, let's do it again. Why not? Let's do it again. Deja vu. I don't
You
live
must not
alone.
fall into an evil path. Martial arts are used to keep people alive. Don't forget that.
You lose concentration and you're dead meat. Understood? Yes, Sensei.
I must avenge my father's murder.
What is
Still don't
karate?
understand.
What is
Martial
karate?
arts are used to protect people's lives.
Suppose your father was murdered. What would you do?
Right now, all you have on your mind is revenge.
No mercy.
You will walk on the path of evil too.
But
Look, I don't need your help.
if I'm depicted to be this Jin Kazama,
I know how you feel, but it's too dangerous.
was I wrong?
I've made up my mind.
What if something happens to you? I feel responsible.
These are my thoughts.
I hate to say it, but
These are my feelings.
I'm letting your father down.
My mind is made up. I must go. Nazumi, are you alright?
It's not that. I don't want to be away from you.
Is it all about CNN since I was a kid, or now it's Fox News? But whatever it is, I can't just give
Your
up.
father would not have wanted you to throw your life away against this.
I don't really have a family anymore. I don't want to lie to you. I'm planning to find the man who killed my father.
My brother was like you. He sought revenge, and he was lost to the evil path. You must not succumb to the evil path.
Respect,
I will not forgive Randy.
disrespect.
Brave.
What is
And
respect?
stay calm.
And what is respect?
Right decision.
And what is disrespect? And what is honor? And what is dishonor? What is it? What is availing? What is to deny? What is to prevail? What is it?
Without hesitation,
What is the purpose of my
to do what
life?
is right.
To act without hesitation. To do the right thing.
do I still have this
You
purpose?
should not waste your life on revenge.
You need me, I know, but I'm prepared to take the risk.
Maybe perhaps to avail what I was supposed to be. And while I'm still alive, I can live my life purpose. Can I just do that? Can I just have my life purpose and do this? But maybe it's not the full life purpose I was supposed to have. But what I'm saying in a spiritual kind of a retrospective is that I believe that I'm supposed to do more with my talent than just be like a martial arts movie actor. But yes, when I was younger, I wanted a good life.
You must not fall into an
I wanted to be
evil
like
path. Martial arts are
like
used
this
to keep
guy. You
people
can see
alive.
him on my shirt.
Don't forget that.
That's what I want to be like.
I must avenge my father's murder.
You still don't understand.
Okay.
Martial arts are used to protect people's lives.
Suppose your father was murdered. What would you do?
Right now, all you have on your mind is revenge.
So,
You will walk on the path of evil too.
Look, I don't need your help.
and you know, my arms are maybe tiring. My hands, my shoulders, my muscles.
But it's
Perhaps I'm tiring when
Made up my mind.
What if something happens
you
to
know,
you?
I tire.
Be
I get
responsible.
tired when you do something, you work, you work out, whatever you do, you get tired.
My mind is made up. I must go.
Then you get stronger the more you do
Are you
something.
alright?
It's not that. I just...
Or something's working against my body.
It's okay. It's all my fault.
Am I right about that?
Blondie, you're actually happy. Well, I just can't give up.
Your father would not have wanted you to throw your life away for instance.
I don't really have a family anymore. I don't want to lie to you. I'm planning to find the man who killed my father.
My brother was like you. He sought revenge, and he was lost to the evil path. You must not succumb to the evil path.
I will not forgive Landy.
Be brave and stay calm to make the right decision.
Be brave. Stay calm in order to judge correctly.
Judge yourself without conceit, and do not show who's not listening.
Every day, without without hesitation, to do what is right.
To act without hesitation. To do the right thing. Even if I have to break the rule.
You should not waste your life on revenge.
Believe me, I know. But I'm prepared to take the risk. Can I do it? Will I do it? I'll do it for Japan. I'll do it for Shenmue. I'll do it like the way I used to say it in 1995. I'll do it when they had a class. Can I get any demonstrators? I'll do it. Remember me, Kyo-sanem? I'll do it. Remember that? I do, because I'll do it. That's what I used to say. I'll do it. Okay, so the purpose of this video, I had an introduction here, as you can see. Let me go to some focusing my eyes to see better. Yes. Okay. Let me turn this down a bit. I don't know who can do my style or art other than me.
The Hazuki name's known amongst martial artists. The style
But,
of Dual Hazuki is revered by many, including me.
If I can't do some moves right now, well, I would aspire to do them again.
How about
And, you know, truthfully, to really make this Shenmue movie, even if I'm just doing Shenmue 1 or some kind of contributing, like, contribution, how do you say the word? Contributory, is that a word? I don't know. Contributing word. Contributing, if I'm contributing to Shenmue, I'm trying to get the word out right. I don't know how to say some words in English. I'm not perfect in my vocabulary always. But this is my fight choreography, and let me tell everybody, my family back 28 years ago didn't go to one class because of personal reasons that I'm not saying online, but there's just that I'm going to admit. My parents never see me do one class. And I did all these moves. I had the body of this Ryu Hazuki in the video game, and my body very much simulating like this Jin Kazama guy. You notice how his shoulders are bigger up top? Well, they would always kind of pound or chop down on my shoulders, how to say. They would chop down like that and that because my shoulders were so tense, and it's all on your hips and thighs when you're doing the karate. You know, that my karate teacher always used to say, it's all in, you know, I can't be humorous sometimes, but he always used to say, it's all in the hips and thighs. So, you know, even though I don't know what background noise is in my video, not to make it about the video about the background noise, but I'm not living the way I'm supposed to be living. Now, that's why I'm claiming what's making people probably crazy, and they hear the word royalties, they hear the word copyright law. Oh, I want royalties. I want that. I want to get in on this. Oh, I hate the rain on everybody's parade of wanting that, because it's not intended for everybody to claim copyright and royalties for Sega, for Shenmue. It's not everybody's right to claim that. And that's what I don't want to just break to everybody. But this is about Shenmue fans. This is about people who like martial arts, Shenmue, the game. This YouTube channel is about that. If you're looking to get free money, copyright money, royalties or something, I don't know what to do about that, because that's not what this channel is intended for. And there's no, you know, see, money comes from hard work. Money comes from earning something. This is something that I had a degree in. This is something that I earned. This is something that I worked for. This is something I had an agreement with my Kyosanim second Dan karate teacher in the United States Subakdo Mudo Kwan Federation. And my Dan instructors know very well what I'm talking about. But whether they're denying me of this or not, it's probably because of, got one right here. There's a wedge. There's a wedge. Calling it a wedge. And that's all I'm saying, okay? Somehow there's been a wedge between me and my teacher. I just ate boiled kale, potatoes, and some of these potatoes I'm not going to finish because of the, you know, extra starch converting to sugar. Now, that's just me, but this is what I'm trying to explain to everybody. Yeah, so, you know, if you're looking to get free money, there's no such thing unless the government starts, you know, how do I say this? If the government would start giving people free money anyway, which they might do that one day, I don't know. I'm going to make people probably angry in my, you know, probably Wayne County, Michigan. I don't know where I'm going to make people angry at in the world if I get royalties for Shenmue. I'm probably going to piss off some people, but I earned it. Hey, I earned it. And I did these moves. And it's not just the moves. I was in the pot-bellied fat guy eating chips on a couch like Johnny Bravo. Saying that I'm all that in a bag of chips. No, honeys. I'm a sexy as hell motherfucker in that year. And I don't care what religion says I'm wrong. I'm a sexy motherfucker. And you know what? This is the problem, okay? Here's the problem. When I don't get respect for what I did, I get so angry. And hey, you know what? I might say I'm this religion, that religion, whatever. I'm lost. And without my karate teacher and this wedge between us, okay? Yeah, that wedge, I don't want to be cocky and rude and disrespectful, but this is the problem I've had. This is the problem. I'm not being disrespectful by swearing, but I'm swearing to make a point. I'm making a point here. You know the same way Ryuzuki points his finger at Landy? Yeah. And in that Shenmue 3, I'm making a clear point here. This is the point I'm making. I don't want to offend anybody, but this is something I earned, and this is something I expected to have if I did earn this. And all of a sudden, my memory came back to me, Kyo-san-nim, when I started to meditate. I was meditating, and isn't that something you asked me to do? Yes. You told me to meditate because I had depression and I had anxiety. So that's all I know, and you know that I had. You were my teacher. You were this guy. Now, for you to give this to somebody else, and I didn't know, I think you were under pressure. I think you didn't know what to do. I don't think you're a bad guy, no. But I know who this teacher is, and I'm not supposed to reveal his identity. I'm not. So, this is the problem I'm having. And it's not just getting royalties. I want to finish what I started. I want to be healthy. I want to be the guy I'm supposed to be. Now, this is the thing. There might be people watching my channel and you get offended by my channel. This video is not for kids or elderly people that are just offended by everything I do. Because being this martial arts sensation of a person, he's not supposed to be like uptight. He's not supposed to, well, he might be uptight because he has anxiety sometimes. He's not supposed to be boring, okay? I'm not supposed to be boring if I'm Ryuzuki. Seriously, I'm not. I can't be boring, and I have to be myself sometimes. Do you know, everyone, like, do people really understand how much hell I've been through to not have the royalties my teacher and my teachers, make that plural, intended for me to have? There's a lot of problems I went through because I didn't get those royalties. I don't know who or where, what parties they went to. In fact, if there's people that I know closer to me than I know, I want to say there's somebody else. There's somebody else in that there's somebody. I'm going to say there's somebody else, and I want the legal system to say there's somebody else, and don't reveal their real identities, please, because that's not going to be good. Because everybody's proud and thinks they're somebody, and really, I had a serious bond with my martial arts teacher. He looks like Guizhang. Okay, he looks like Guizhang, and that's not a lie. And I'm sorry that the disclaimer, claims there's a disclaimer, but this guy looks like Guizhang. I didn't say your name, but I really expected more out of this. What I contributed and how we made the game. I expected to get something out of this. I don't even have $25 to get a contingent lawyer. I don't have it. To work on me with a contingent basis, to take it to a federal level, like the Ruri police told me to do. That city I live in. They told me, they said, you can probably take this to a federal level. And that's, the federal level is above the state. I'm living in the state of Michigan. There's not a lawyer in Michigan that can represent me. Because these are like federal to international laws, world laws being broken. And my human rights are internationally broken if I'm depicted to be this guy. So it's not a lie. And I'm not a bogus guy. And everything I'm saying is truth to the best of my knowledge. It's my interpretation of what I believe is true. And hell, I want to deny some things to protect some people. I want to deny some of my truths to protect some people I used to know. Because I'm not a bad guy, am I? Yes, and that's what I'm trying to claim here. Because I have to do it. I have to do this, and You know, here's what I want to avail also. Shenmue 3, at the time, let me explain this to everyone. At the time I joined the group of Shenmue 500K, they were trying to get Shenmue, they were trying, okay, this interruption, I don't know how loud that is, but okay, at the time I joined the Shenmue 500K group, they were trying to, let me turn this down. I'm going to rephrase this again. Okay, at the time I joined Shenmue 500K, the group, and I know Aaron Barstow is the head of the group, and James Rayner is he's the administrator of the group, and then Corey Marshall is the voiceover for Ryu Hazuki, and I know some other people. There's a guy named James Hamill. He's the one who let me into the group. Now, this is what I want to avail to the world and everybody, the people, so you can clearly understand me. My point here. Okay. The reason I'm not perfect online on this, here, TV, whatever, I don't look perfect like this Ryu Hazuki right now. I don't look perfect. I don't have a good, healthy lifestyle. But I want to just say that initially. Now, for Shenmue, this is what I want to avail, okay, to everyone. Okay, I think if it wasn't for me, coming into the group, maybe some people know who I really am in the group. And the fact that I just started doing these Shenmue moves, and then I did the tornado kick that caused a lot of views on Shenmue 500K. There's I got was it over 100 likes or 800 or almost 1,000 likes? I don't really remember. But I remember I got a lot of likes for that tornado kick I did the first time, and I posted on Shenmue 500K. I did it right here in Woodhaven, Michigan at the LA Fitness. Now, I want to quote that tornado kick might have changed, but that's the thing about this. You see, my tornado kick used to look exactly like it was in Shenmue 1. Now, you notice in Shenmue 3, the tornado kick changes because the talent that I used to have has maybe dwindled somewhat. Now that's because they used my fight choreography. And you notice that Ryu Hazuki's roundhouse kick is like a drive-through Muay Thai roundhouse kick in Shenmue 3. Do your martial arts research. Pay attention to these games. That's what I'm noticing here, and I want to point this out to you, to all you people watching this. So, he doesn't do the 3-kick string in Shenmue 3. He doesn't do the 3-kick string with a progression, Kyokushin, Taekwondo, tornado kick. He doesn't do that because he's started to kind of lose his talent. And that's why I started training again. They're using me. But I just don't know how to avail this. It's unofficial to the date as now. And that's because I had to somehow come out and tell everyone this. Now, even Shenmue 500K, sometimes they ask me on Shenmue 500K, there's been multiple times, they ask me to say, are you residing in Japan? Because Shenmue 500K, the Facebook group, they're a group based in Japan. And they think I'm in Japan. Well, I'm not technically in Japan. I'm still in Michigan. I never received my money. Now that's compensation, and I'm not trying to, get everybody excited for getting royalties and paying payouts, free payouts for Shenmue, because that's not realistic here. It's just the fact that I'm supposed to get this, and if you're a fan of Shenmue, you can watch my content. Thank you very much for watching it. So, now let me say this: if the United States government wants to pick up on this, and that's why I kind of joke about Detroit Become Human. I don't know what the government's going to do, because I don't want to be in danger because I'm getting money for Shenmue, and people will hate me for that in Michigan or something, or wherever you went to from Michigan, because I don't know. For some odd reason, I think I have kind of a bad reputation in Michigan, and I don't really like to just say that, but and even when I say there's a college that closed down, it might be because I said, in class to a college teacher, you know, you know, I don't know what to say, because I don't want to just say, if that offends people. And that's so terrible about Michigan. That Baker College in Allen Park is closed. You know why? I don't know, Hey, I don't know. But I don't know. And I don't really care. But hey, that's just the problem here. Okay? And that college looked closed down. Is it? Is it closed down? I think it is. I think it is Baker College in Allen Park. But I got there's some college teacher that was making fun of me saying, and I just, I don't know what to do about it, because you're not supposed to discriminate. And I don't know if that lady was, but maybe she's just taking that little phrase I said as a joke, and but I don't even know her name, No, I don't know, I don't know. So don't take offense if anyone knows who that is, because I don't really care, Damn. Break a watermelon. Watermelon festival. Oh, I didn't mean translate that degree, because that's a bogus degree anyway, because I'm supposed to be this guy. You see me doing those 3-kick strings, Yeah, Why'd you put in Shenmue 3, I know, No disrespect, Damn. He throws a watermelon, this scout, or no, it's not a scout. He throws a watermelon. I thought he was a scout. The scout of Shenmue 2. He breaks it with like one back fist. Just he breaks that watermelon. And it busts in pieces. That's how powerful Ryuzuki is depicted to be. It's like his strikes, his blocks, his parries, they're all powerful. And that's the strength of this Ryuzuki. You notice he's got to be a big guy. He can't be like a little guy or small frame guy. He can't be. He's 5'9". This many. This many. Everybody watched that George Lopez show, I tell you, I used to watch George Lopez so much, and I like that guy. He's a real funny guy. He's a funny comedian. But I used to watch this show all the time when I had nothing to do. I always used to think that, what was her name? She plays the part of Carmen. Marissa Lucia. I used to think she was really sexy and cute. And I liked her. I liked her as a poet. She's a poet too. She writes poems. That's something I like to do, write poems. It's funny because I remember I wrote Maite Perroni this poem online. I posted it, I think, on Instagram, and I posted it on my, online or whatever. No one ever said nothing about it. I tried winning money for contests for poems. Never won nothing. I don't know why, but I think my poems are kind of cool and really, strong messages.
What's going on?
But just to be like second best, I won't be that 9 silver armor. Because you know what? She's already married Maite Perroni. And that's okay. That's okay, I like her anyway. She's cool, cool musician, cool artist. I do like Maite Perroni's work. I'm a fan of her. Yes. This is Shenmue 2. It's he's inside one of these big tall buildings. Yeah. Let me turn this. I'm gonna change the video actually. It's something see better, focus in. It's like looking into a microscope or telescope or something. You notice how people squint their eyes, they can see it better. That's how you're supposed to look into a microscope, or telescope sometimes. You're supposed to squint because the lens clears. The vision clears. Your field of vision through the lens. Through the looking glass, huh? Yes. So, Let me turn this up. Okay, I'm gonna conclude this video pretty soon. I want to say something more interesting before I conclude. Okay, you know how there's a bulldog in Shenmue 3? Okay, there's a bulldog in Shenmue 3 on the Niwahi arcade building. Well, I used to breed British bulldogs in my family, and there's a white English bulldog I had, and we got it. My family in 1993, we bought this dog from, Romeo is called Romeo, Michigan, Boo's Bulldog Farm. We named her Cassie Pearl. And isn't that the same city Kid Rock comes from? Yeah, yes, I think that's the same city Kid Rock comes from, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I think it is. He's also from Detroit. Yes. I like that song. What is it? I just know they say cowboy in it. I just know they say cowboy, cowboy. It's funny. Because I never, how to say it. I never really was that into, I don't know how to explain. I didn't know, like being a Suzuki guy a long time ago, I didn't really know how to initiate or converse with girls much, in my past because, like I'm raised spiritual and, I'm raised to be like this kind of guy that's kind of like more like a Texas oriented person. I'm kind of like Carlos Ray or Chuck Norris in a lot of regards and perspectives because, I do say that I don't really talk about religion or I don't admit what religion I am, but sometimes I try to just keep that personal, and so I don't know if I would ever talk about that or what not, but I like to follow Zen. I like to follow different things of Buddhism. I like to follow different aspects of that, or maybe I'll watch. I like watching Maher Zain. He's a Muslim guy, and I like his videos. He's got these cool videos on YouTube. His artist's name is Maher Zain. He's a musician. It reminds me of those times I would be with my friend. We would spend time together, whatever. My friend when I had no friends. And that's due to not knowing how to avail myself to women the right way. And that's just something that someone has to, learn on their own, take their chances or whatever. You make it, you survive in life without a girlfriend, well, good for you, but that could be like where I'm at sometimes. But see, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to avail that, I'm not really wanting to try to avail that I'm a fighter. And maybe I will, let me say, in the video game Ryuzuki, he gets beat up. He gets beat up sometimes. He loses in fights sometimes. And that's what I'm trying to say, Okay, so that's the point of my video too, because I started out about tournaments and that or whatever, unless that was another deleted video. But this is what I'm trying to avail to everybody. Martial arts is not about winning the fight. It's about, to me, it's about what you get out of it, because people win and lose in life all the time. But it's not just at life you're losing, it's winning at a competition or whatever. It could be anything. It doesn't really matter, And so that's what I'm saying? Like, that's the point of my conversation here too. Yes, so, okay. Oh. Turn this up a little. So Ryuzuki, he has that in him, that talent, that has the ability to be like a hero. And that's what I say again. He has the ability to be like a hero. The ability. A lot of martial artists have the ability to be a hero. But it doesn't mean that every guy is gonna, win. Everyone's gonna win at tournaments or whatever. You notice how in Shenmue the animation, he wins that tournament, but he doesn't do anything fancy. He just does a middle punch. You see, I mean, I don't even know how to get into this, but it's kind of reminded me of like doing a key-op with Deep Silver being I don't know how ideas are made or how people do these things, but they find a way to do these things, okay? And they found a way. This is what I'm trying to say. I believe strongly that my Dan instructors did listen to my ideas, and they found a way. One of them is an expert in some field that probably helped him or helped some of those guys. They worked together, they collaborated, and I don't know what happened, but they put my moves into the video game. And it takes computers, it takes technology, it takes this kind of intellect and this kind of expertise to make to present this and maybe sell it or whatever. Because my idea, I feel like my moves went to this Japanese video game, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. But that's not all I wanted to get out of this. That's not all I wanted to do. And when I say get out of this, my teachers had intended for me to not suffer like this initially, I don't think. But when you've got, something else going on, like, maybe some other people have needs too. And money there's only so much money for to go around for some people. Okay? Maybe there's another, student or students or family people, I don't know, that needed royalties or money, and my money went to them. Okay, I'll just say it like that. They were poor. They didn't have what I have. Now I'm poor. Look at how poor I am. Look at this, what I'm eating. See that? I ate kale, potatoes, broccoli. Well, it's healthy, but I'm still eating it. But that's the point I'm trying to make here. Money's money. And when it's gone, it's gone. But this is what I'm saying. I have to have something, I'm trying to make it still. And this is the thing about me. I'm trying to go into Hollywood, okay? And because, if there's some kind of something that got in the way or whatever, well, I can't say whatever got in the way is just so perfect that, come on now, okay? I mean, and then how like the earth always makes more crops, more vegetables. It's like the book of Genesis in the Bible. What does it say? Be fruitful, be vegetative, whatever. It says be fruitful and multiply. There's always more to come. But that's what I'm trying to get at here, Okay, there's only one guy that was doing this Shenmue fight choreography, and one guy that has a strong look and that can do this. You're looking at him right here. You're looking at him. I know you want my head to be smaller, some women. You want my forehead to look smaller. You want me to have a hair transplant. You want me to be 25 or 18 or 13 years old to date your daughter or 18 or 15. I can't just do this, but I can imitate them. Hey, I was that way. I would have been that way. I already was that way. I don't know how to say it. And this is Retro Ruzuki 81.